anything. Okay, this is a level. It's not to say that that's what everybody has to do now. If you feel you're ready for it, then go for it. Abu Bakr did ask people, Omar did ask people, Uthman did ask people, Ali did ask people. You had leading companions who were the top, they did ask. But some among them chose this route. There are other routes. This route, which was that they didn't ask anybody for anything. Or the other one is trusting in Allah in the sense that we don't read bad omens into anything. This is part of trusting in Allah. That we don't see anything and think something bad is going to happen because that happened, you know, which is widespread in various societies. We have omens and amulets people get, ta'weez, these type of things to protect them from evil. And as Allah said in Surah Talaq, chapter 65, verse 3, وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ. And whoever trusts or puts their trust in Allah, Allah is sufficient for them. Now the question is, if we don't take the route of never asking anybody for anything, how else can we develop this sense of trust in Allah? One, we have to start off again with correct belief in Allah and knowledge of Allah. Knowledge of things which Allah has informed us about this life and about ourselves. First and foremost, it is knowledge that Allah knows best. As Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 216, وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُ شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ وَعَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌ لَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. That perhaps you will dislike something which is in fact good for you, or you may like something which is in fact bad for you, and Allah knows and you don't know. So we have to believe that Allah knows best, that whatever happens is for the best. Whatever good we wanted that we didn't achieve, it is for the best that we didn't achieve it. Whatever evil befalls us, there is good in it. We have to believe Allah knows best. Also, we have to believe that Allah is just. That whatever befalls us is not beyond our capacity. It is not unfair. When Allah said, وَلَا يَظْلِمُ رَبُّكَ أَحَدًا in Surah Al-Kahf, verse 49, it means what it means. That Allah is not unjust. Your Lord is not unjust to anyone. That's Allah's statement. Also, when Allah said, لَا يُكَلِّفُ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِلَّا وَسْعَهَا, that Allah does not burden any soul greater than its capacity. This is the promise of Allah. We have to believe that Allah is fair. He's not going to put a burden on you which is really too hard for you, but I could handle it. No. Whatever burden He puts on you is what is suitable for you. Whatever burden He puts on me and for others is what is suitable for them. Allah tailor makes for each and every individual the burdens that He puts on each person in this life. And this is why suicide is haram. Because suicide is a person saying, God is unfair, unjust, it's too much, this life is just too much for me to bear. I can't deal with it. No, this is not the case. And this is the basis of the kufr of Satan. Because a lot of people think that Satan became a kafir when Allah said, وَكَانَ مِنَ الْكَافِرِينَ, because he didn't bow to the angels. Bow along with the angels to Adam. But this is not true. Yes, he was disobedient in not bowing, but disobedience doesn't make you a disbeliever. Because if he became a disbeliever, then every act of disobedience that we do would make us all disbelievers. Allah told us, don't do this, and we did it, then we then become kafirs. It's not the case. We don't believe that an act of disobedience makes a person a disbeliever. No. What made Satan a disbeliever, why Allah called him وَكَانَ مِنَ الْكَافِرِينَ, was because of the fact that he attributed to Allah injustice. He attributed to Allah, in his arrogance, he attributed to Allah injustice. He said, Allah, you are unjust. How? He said it by saying, I am better than Adam. You created me from fire and you created him from clay. Meaning what? Meaning that I'm not supposed to bow to him. I'm better than him. It's wrong for you to tell me to bow to him. So, he is attributing to Allah injustice and error. And that is the essence of his disbelief. So, to put and to develop the correct trust in Allah, we have to know that Allah is just. And that he doesn't burden any of us greater than we can bear. And further, that with every difficulty comes ease. Inna ma'al usri yusra. That whatever burden we're facing now, it's not going to be forever. It goes on for a period of time and then it goes. There's a break. Because if there was no break, we couldn't handle it. And Allah is fair and He's just and He's merciful, so He gives us a break. Principle is patience and perseverance. Patience and perseverance. We usually associate patience with calamity. That's the most obvious time for patience. And there are a number of occasions in the time of the Prophet ﷺ where people who suffered suffering. One of the well-known examples is that of a woman known as Zafar. Her name was Su'air. Ata ibn Abi Rabah related that Abdullah ibn Abbas once asked him, "May I show you a woman of paradise?" And when she said yes, Ibn Abbas said, "This black woman," pointed to a woman, "came to Allah's messenger and said, I'm suffering from convulsions which knock me down and cause my body to become exposed. Could you pray to Allah for me?" And he replied, "In shi'ta or in shi'ti sabarti wa lakil jannah." If you wish, you can be patient with it and paradise will be yours. But if you wish, I can pray to Allah to cure you. She said, "I will be patient. But I become exposed, so can you ask Allah that I not be exposed?" And the Prophet ﷺ prayed for her. But she accepted that trial. The trial which appeared to be something like a possession, but actually it was something which had a medical origin to it, a biological origin. It wasn't possession, because whenever cases of possession were brought to Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he dealt with it directly. He didn't tell people to bear it. He dealt with it. So in this case, knowing that it was biological, he told her she can be patient and Allah will give her paradise. She chose that. Waraqa, she was also promised paradise. When the Prophet ﷺ was going out with the companions for the Battle of Badr, she asked permission to go with them so that she could treat the sick and wounded